Hello, everyone. This is Ben Gerber here with Tom Holder. We are the partners here at Gerber and Holder. And today we're going to be talking about what happens if I have two jobs and I get hurt at one of those jobs. And the technical term for that is concurrent similar employment. And Tom, why don't you talk about what are the legal ramifications if you get hurt at one of your two jobs?
Well, of course, it's a difficult situation for somebody if they get hurt at one of their jobs and then can't do either of their jobs. The phrase that we use is what's called concurrent similar or concurrent dissimilar jobs. What happens is that the analysis is, are the two jobs of a character and nature that are similar so that you can add what you make it the two jobs together in order to get benefits. A very clear and easy example is if somebody was working for a cleaning company and did cleaning at office buildings during the day and then worked for a different cleaning company and picked up extra work on the side and did cleaning work at night, and they got hurt on one of the jobs, they would be able to add their income for the two jobs to make the determination of how much they should get in income, lost wage benefits. That can make a big difference. For example, if someone's making $300 a week, they'd be eligible for 2/3 or $200 per week in lost wage income benefits for workers' compensation. If they're making $300 at both jobs, their average weekly wage is then $600, and then they'd be making $400 per week. So it really can make a big difference in evaluating the cases.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll ask you a quick question. What if I get hurt at one of my jobs, let's say a cleaning job, and the other job is totally dissimilar? I answer phones. Can I combine the two wages even though I can't work at either of those jobs?
Well, that's where the concurrent similar analysis really works poorly for a lot of our clients, because in a case like you gave, a person would not be able to combine the income from the two jobs, and they'd only be able to get better wage benefits from the job at which they were injured. And we find a lot of times people do more white collar jobs during the day and do more blue collar jobs either on the weekends or at night. And if they get hurt at the blue collar job, they're making a lot less money. They're only eligible for 2/3 of the benefits based on that income. And it can really be devastating. A number of years ago, I had a case where a person had stopped one job on a Friday, was doing his part-time job over the weekend and was starting a new job on Monday. He got hurt over the weekend, had a job that he was only making about $150 a week. He then started getting lost wage benefits of $100 a week, but he couldn't start the job on Monday. I mean, it was devastating, and he had a very significant injury. Sometimes, and I think this is very important, is that it's not always that clear what makes a job a concurrent similar job. We were talking before, there's a recent case that came out from the State Board of Workers' Compensation, in which they said that a woman who was a teacher a teaching job was a concurrent similar job to somebody who was working at a museum gift shop. And the museum gift shop job was her part-time job. She hurt her ankle. She was unable to do the teaching job. And of course, the teaching job paid her a lot more money. So it was very important for her to be able to add the teaching job income to the income from the museum shop so she can get a higher income benefit. And the state board said that that was similar because it was similar in character of nature. And that by things that they analyzed were, she was on her feet all day, she was conveying information to people, she had to move around the space and things of that nature. So it's not always that clear cut, which is why if you are working more than one job, it's very important to talk to a lawyer to do the proper analysis. The one unusual situation is if you are doing a job where you get hurt on one job, for example, the part-time job. Let's say you get hurt on the part-time job and you can't do the part-time job, but you are still able to continue to do the work, your main job. And I had a case a number of years ago in which a woman was a flight attendant. She also worked on the side selling real estate. Obviously, the flight attendant job is actually a more physical job than the real estate agent. She hurt herself while working as the flight attendant and tore her rotator cuff. So she was unable to work as a flight attendant, but she was able to continue selling real estate and in fact spent so much time on her real estate work that she was making more money selling real estate than she had been doing before, including even more money than she was making as a flight attendant. But since those jobs were what's called concurrent dissimilar jobs, we did not include the realtor job in her lost wages. So she was able to continue to get lost wage benefits from the flight attendant job and medical care while continuing to do the real estate job. So that was an example where it worked to her advantage, but that is a real anomaly. It's few and far between that those cases work out. We both had examples where, the more likely thing is a person gets hurt on the part-time job, can't do both jobs, and then only can receive benefits from the part-time job, and it can be devastating. So again, it's very important to talk to an attorney if you are working more than one job.
And let me just say, the takeaways I want people to get from this talk is, just because you are categorized as a certain type of an employee at each job does not mean that they are not similar. The courts take a very deep look into what were the specific activities you were performing at each job to make a determination if they were similar. So as Tom mentioned earlier, the State Board of Workers' Comp said a school teacher and a museum gift shop worker were similar jobs. Therefore, it is very important to contact an attorney to talk to them about your job so we can ensure that you maximize the amount of benefits you are owed while you are out of work. If you have any questions about getting hurt at one of your jobs, please don't hesitate to contact the attorneys here at Gerber & Holder. You can be reached at 678-802-8650. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Yeah, thank you, Ben.